Your best account manager hands in their notice on a Friday and just doesn't come back. On Monday, a new client is due to onboard. There's no handover notes, no documented process, just panic. If that scenario sounds familiar or like something that could happen at your agency, you don't have a people problem, you have a process problem. With teams more distributed than ever and AI tools changing how work actually gets done, the problem is more expensive than it's ever been. The fix? SOPs. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to use them to build an agency that doesn't fall apart when one person walks out the door.
I'm out.
Okay.
Welcome back to the fatjoe Agency Academy, using over a decade of agency experience to help you build a better business. Scaling an agency isn't easy. You're juggling sales, onboarding, deliverables, managing remote teams, and now figuring out where AI fits into your workflows. It can feel impossible, and that's why you need SOPs. In this video, we'll cover what an SOP actually is, why they're more important than ever in 2026, the tasks that you should be creating SOPs for right now, and how to write one that people will actually use. Our CEO, Joe Davies, swears by SOPs, even if they're not exactly a sexy part of building a business.
SOP, I don't know, I can't put that into a sexy word, but I think SOP is probably
A standard operating procedure is a set of written step-by-step instructions for performing a specific task or process. Think of it as a detailed checklist that ensures that everyone on your team, whether they're full-time, freelance, or AI assisted, performs a task the same way every single time. SOPs aren't just documentation for documentation's sake. They're about finding the best way to do something and locking it in so you stop reinventing the wheel every time you win a new client. SOPs streamline repetitive processes, saving time and making it easier to grow your team without growing your headaches. And here's something that has changed. AI tools are now embedded in most agency workflows, from content creation to reporting. Without SOPs, every team member is prompting, formatting, and reviewing AI outputs differently. With SOPs, you standardize how AI is used, so the quality stays consistent and the time savings are real. On consistency, outlining the best way to handle a task means that your team delivers the same standard of work for client 1 as they do for client 100. That's harder than it sounds when you're working with freelancers across multiple time zones, which most agencies are. Clear SOPs mean that your brand standards, your quality checks, and your client communication all hold up regardless of who's doing the work. Now, training and onboarding is where SOPs pay for themselves the fastest. A new hire or contractor can get up to speed without burning your senior team's time. In an era where the average employee tenure is shrinking and agencies are leaning heavily on flexible talent, having documented processes is the difference between a smooth handover and a crisis. An underrated facet of SOPs is the focus that they bring. Especially when you're starting out, it can be easy to agree to any client requests. Just check out my interview with Joe Davies for the dangers of that approach. SOPs help mitigate this as they keep you and your team on focus. If the request doesn't fit in the SOPs, it means that it's out of scope and you're gonna have to rein it back in. So, where do you actually start using SOPs in your agency? These are the highest impact areas for SEOs and digital agencies right now. Client onboarding. Standardize everything from the scope of work and contracts to NDAs, comms preferences, and your initial SEO audit. A strong onboarding SOP sets client expectations accurately from day one, which means fewer scope creep headaches down the line. It also means happier customers, as you can be sure that you've set up the relationship with the best chance of success every single time. Your AI-assisted deliverables. This one's reasonably new and it really matters. If your team is using AI to assist with content briefs, first drafts, or reporting summaries, you need a documented process for how that works. Which tools are approved? What does the quality review look like? How do you disclose AI use to clients if required? Without an SOP here, you're creating inconsistency and risk. Research and SEO targeting. Detail the tools required, how to use them, and how to judge keyword value. A solid research SOP lets your SEO specialists delegate foundational research to junior team members, or yes, AI-assisted workflows, without sacrificing quality. On-page SEO. Create a checklist covering title tags, meta descriptions, content readability, internal linking, and schema markup. As your content team grows, the SOP is what keeps everything consistent across multiple clients or even pages from the same client. Off-page SEO. Document your outreach process from identifying target sites and competitive backlink analysis through to outreach templates and follow-up sequences. A reliable off-page SOP means that your team consistently targets high-quality opportunities rather than taking shortcuts that damage rankings. This will save so many hours and so much money in wasted effort as you streamline your outreach processes and focus on what really works for you and your clients. Reporting. Reporting SOPs are really underrated. Standardize your dashboards, your commentary structure, and how you contextualize results for your clients. When every report feels and looks the same, clients trust your process and your renewals become easier. Here's the process for writing an effective SOP. 1. Identify the need. List the tasks that your team performs regularly and prioritize those with the biggest impact on client satisfaction, or the ones where mistakes happen the most often. 2. Gather information. Talk to the team members doing the work day to day. They know the shortcuts, the pitfalls, and the best practices better than anyone. 3. Structure it properly. Every SOP should have a clear title, a purpose statement, a scope, step-by-step procedure, roles and responsibilities, and a list of tools and the resources required. 4. Write it clearly. Keep the language actionable. Use annotated screenshots, flowcharts, or short screen recordings for anything that's at all complex. Tools like Notion, ClickUp, and Whale make it easy to embed visuals and video directly into your SOPs. Use them. 5. Review it. Share the draft with your key stakeholders. Test it with someone who has never done the task before. If they get stuck, rewrite it. Then schedule a quarterly review to keep it current, especially for anything AI related, because that updates fast. Without structured processes, agency growth turns chaotic fast. SOPs give your team the clarity to deliver consistent work. They free up the time for your high-value staff, and they make your agency something that you can actually step back from. And here's a bonus. The SOPs that you write for your internal processes, you can repurpose them into guides, tutorials, and blog posts, turning your operational knowledge into content that builds your authority with your audience. And that's it. Everything that you need to know to start using SOPs to fuel your agency growth. If you found this useful, hit like, drop a comment, and subscribe for more tips on scaling your agency. Thanks for watching the FatJoe Agency Academy, helping you build a better business.